68th consecutive sellout at Soldier Field as the fans hope the Bears wrap up a playoff berth and hold their advantage in the divisional race against the Lions on a cold and windy afternoon in Chicago. Jim Harbaugh, who has broken the passing attempt record of the Chicago Bears that stood for 10 years, will have an offensive front of Wojciechowski, Fontenot making his 5th straight start for Bort, Hilgenberg, Thayer, Van Horn. The tight end is Keith Jennings. Mark Green and Brad Muster are the running backs. Neil Anderson, as Merlin mentioned, will sit it out again. Wendell Davis and Tom Waddle are the wide receivers. First play from the 20-yard line. In motion goes Jennings, the tight end, and on the first carry of the ball game, Mark Green gets about 4 yards.
You better believe the Bears will challenge them up the middle.
2nd down and 5. Here's Brad Muster going up the middle, and he is stopped short of a first down by about 2 yards. Gerald Nichols making the tackle for the Bucs. It'll be 3rd down and 1, and the Bears have converted 50% of their 3rd downs in 4 of the last 5 games, and that's helped them tremendously. And Harbaugh getting untracked after 2 rough outings prior to the Green Bay game. 3rd and 1. The pitch is to Muster. He's got the first down. Brad Muster gets to the 34-yard line. Kevin Murphy making the tackle for the Buccaneers in a gain of 6 yards. And boy, if they've missed Muster when he was out for those 5 games.
Not only missed his ball carrying ability, but also his blocking, and he is also the outlet pass receiver for Harbaugh. He's had trouble with both hamstrings. Started with his right hamstring. He had to go to the left. He's got both of them hurting now.
He has averaged 5 yards a carry. That's 2nd in the league. And it's been rare that Muster and Neil Anderson have been in the backfield at the same time this season. First down for the Bears on their 34. Play action, and Harbaugh has a wide open Muster out of the backfield. He's got a first down and ridden out of bounds by Marty Carter. A good percentage play, getting that 20 yards for the Bears, and a first down in Tampa Bay territory.
Especially going into the wind, do not expect to see the long passes here today. This kind you can throw, the short dump off, and look how open Muster is. Kevin Murphy, the linebacker, very, very slow getting out to cover Brad Muster.
He has caught as many as 6 passes in a game. Versatile performer, as he mentioned. The pitch is to Muster. He's got Green blocking in front of him, and a good game for Brad Muster. And he may have another Bears first down close to the 35. Marty Carter was the first to reach him, and then the other rookie safety, Tony Covington, made the tackle. It is a Chicago first down.
This is really Brad Muster's kind of day. A flat-footed runner, has no trouble really keeping those cleats in the ground. Nice block by Mark Green up front right there to spring him. And Muster looks like at this point in the game that those hamstrings are not a problem for him.
First down on the 36 of the Buccaneers. And to give us to Green, dives up the middle. That's been the weak point for the Tampa Bay defense. Right up the middle, Gerald Nichols, former New York Jet, making the stop on Green. Coming up on a 3rd and 3. And to give us to Mark Green, dives forward, and he's got another Bears first down. Playing ball control. He picked up 7 yards on that play, and it was Marty Carter on the tackle.
John Wojciechowski started the season as a backup, started at guard, and then has moved out to that left tackle position, the toughest position in that offensive line. Great block on Keith McCann by number 73, John Wojciechowski.
Defense might have gotten back in time as Muster, off the right side, gets it inside the 20-yard line to about the 17. That's a 5-yard gain. Ray Seals on the tackle. And it's 2nd down and 5. Great ball control artistry, and Mark Green again goes up the middle inside the 15-yard line. And that will bring up third and short. It will be third down and 2 for the Bears on the Bucs 14. And here comes pressure at the line. Muster going outside. And Muster dives and may have the first down. Let's see where they spot the ball. As Tampa Bay was pursuing, Keith McCants knocked him out of bounds. Second down and 8. Here's Green. Good gain by Green as he gets inside the 5. Marty Carter making the tackle as the Bears have used more than 9 minutes of possession to start this game. A gain of 7 for Mark Green. And here is Brad Muster. He'll be close to the first down as he gets to about the 1-yard line, and Harbaugh signals that it is indeed a Chicago first down. Kevin Murphy made the tackle. Ron Mattis is lining up as a tight end, and they bring Jennings, the other tight end, wide left. In motion is James Rouse, and the give and a touchdown, Brad Muster. Touchdown number 6 for Brad Muster rushing this season.
Driving in over the top of center, Jay Hilgenberg. Muster into the air and into the end zone, but a costly miss on the extra point.
Trace Armstrong, Steve McMichael, William Perry, and Richard Dent, the defensive line for the Bears. John Roper, Mike Singletary, and Jim Morrissey are the linebackers. Donnell Wolford and Lemuel Stinson, the cornerbacks. Mark Carrier and Sean Gale as safety. 3rd and 4. And a bad snap out of the shotgun. And a loose ball, and the Bears may have it. Steve McMichael with the fumble recovery. 2nd down and 7 on the Tampa Bay 39-yard line. Carlson has it intercepted by Richard Dent. And the Bears get another big turnover.
Some players just have a nose for the football, and Richard Dent is one of those players. Big smile from Dent, and Carlson will make the mistake of looking at his receiver all the way. Dent, coming from the left side, is stopped on the stunt right there, but sniffed that play and just leaped up and took it away from the receiver.
Buccaneers stopped the Bears the last time they turned it over. See what happens here as Mark Green dives inside the 30-yard line and picks up 6 yards on first down. Tim Newton making the tackle for the Buccaneers. And a play fake. Harbaugh nearly got caught, and he'll run for the first down. Jesse Solomon nearly nailed Harbaugh for a loss, but he got away and gets 10 yards and a Bear first down inside the 20.
Number 55, Solomon, right there on the heels of Harbaugh, but Harbaugh's strength, and that's something he has, is a lot of strength and ability to run the football. He pulled it back and heads upfield to get the first down. Big play from Jim Harbaugh.
Making his 15th start of the year, and you have to go back to 1981 when Vince Evans started every game at quarterback for the Bears. And a first down on the 18 of Tampa Bay. Muster with an inside run and gets inside the 15-yard line, a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 3. Ball is at the 11. And here comes Green, and he dives inside the 5. Great fake by Harbaugh. And a first down, a pickup of 8 to Carl Carter from the secondary.
One of the things that Brad Muster does so well is block. Number 25. Here he comes on this play. Kevin Murphy, number 59, takes him down, and Green running through a huge hole.
Davis to Green, a straight-ahead touchdown, Bears. And another Buccaneers on the turf. 12-0 Chicago. Mustard scored on a 1-yard plunge in the first quarter.
Right over the top of Jay Hilgenberg in the center and Jerry Fontenot. There's Hilgenberg. There, number 57, right there. Ooh, another bobble on the handoff. That's twice that ball has been bobbled the last two plays. But Green finding a huge hole, and more in this season, they're running to the right behind Van Horn and Tom Thayer. John Roper, number 55, top of your screen, has just had an outstanding year. Right through the block in that situation by Robert Wilson to make the play.
Back to midfield. Got some time, and that breaks down, and Roper gets the sack from behind. And a loss of 5. Carlson in trouble again, and Richard Dent finds him. Carlson with a few words for his offensive line, but a loss that time of 10 yards. Dent with the sack. He already has an interception. Not a bad kick. It's a good kick, although it's a low-line drive kick, and Morgan, after a bobble, he's got good speed, and the Buccaneers covering nicely. He's down after an 11-yard return. They have a second down and 10 on the 25. This time the handoff is to Dennis Gentry, who lined up in the backfield, and Gentry gets 12 yards and a first down. Very versatile performer, has been a kick returner.
Jay Hilgenberg, 63, had surgery on his left elbow this last year. Able to button his collar for the first time. You see that powerful shot with the left arm. He could not have done that last year. Took care of two people on that play to spring room for Dennis Gentry to come up the middle.
They lead those 13-0 and second down and 12 on their 36. And here's a reverse to Gentry with Harbaugh blocking as best he can. He does a good job. And Frizzell rides him out of bounds after a gain of 5. Little razzle-dazzle by the Bears here in the waning moments of this first half.
But watch Harbaugh in action. Hands the ball off. Gentry will come sweeping back from the other side. Here's Harbaugh right there on McCants. Right into McCants' legs. That's a pretty darn good block. I like that. We remember that game.
That's right.
Aikman looked like he'd been in shell shock after that game.
Third down and 7, and Harbaugh's pass is caught by Morgan, and not letting him get away is Roger Jones, the nickel back, and a gain of 9 yards. They're playing ball control successfully today. Third down and 6. Harbaugh in the pocket. He gets away again, and he may be shy of the first down here.
We talked about how quickly William Perry can move inside. With all of that bulk, watch number 72 slide to the outside here and just stop everything on the line of scrimmage. Takes on two blockers right there, gets rid of them quickly, and then wraps up. Hey, he looks around. Anybody else want to get in this hug?
Tampa Bay is in no hurry with the clock running. 18 seconds to go in the half. Second down and 9. Carlson goes up top, and it's intercepted. Lemuel Stinson down the sideline. Out of bounds with 9 seconds to go. He went out of bounds at the 24. And that's the third turnover of the game by the Buccaneers. Stinson leading the club now with 4 interceptions this year.
There's no way to tell how the wind affected this ball, but this is a horrible pass. A lofted ball that simply drops out of the sky into Stinson's hands. He almost had to fair catch that one. It was up so long.
28-yard return for Stinson.
Well, this has been a short but long afternoon at the same time for Jeff Carlson. An introduction here by Morrissey as Carlson will bite the turf.
Harbaugh. He's going to have to run, and he throws it to Green, who makes a fine catch, bobbled it, and is down. It'll be enough for a first down for the Bears, a gain of 15 yards. Third down and 5 for the Bears with 10 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It is still 13-0 Chicago. Harbaugh to throw, and his pass is caught by Tom Waddle, and Waddle's got another first down.
Waddle coming from the left side of your screen. Such a reliable receiver. I think the thing he does most interestingly, makes all of his patterns look the same way as he heads downfield. Doesn't have great speed, but has incredibly good hands and great concentration. Hammered up the middle so many times. Just a simple little draw play. They're able to get Darrell Grant to move out of the way. Solomon moved out of the way. And at the end of that play, a number of the Bucs pointing at each other saying, "Why didn't you stop that play?" That's what happens on losing teams.
First and goal at the 5. And here is Lewis powering his way to the goal line, and no signal yet. Stopped short of the goal line. By the way, for Mark Green, this is his season's best effort. He has gained 63 yards and has scored a touchdown. It'll be second and goal on the 1. And the give is to Green, and he's got his second touchdown.
Keith McCants comes from the backside and almost flies over the goal line right there. It looks like he lifts Mark Green up into the air.
And the Bears will be storming in again on Carlson, you can be sure. And he's sacked from behind, and Richard Dent has another one. 2.5 sacks for Richard Dent. That's how many he had in their first meeting back in September.
Same weather. Looks like it's blowing north and cooling down even more.
Bears starting from the 15, and Mark Green with a great carry. He has really shown Mike Ditka something today and picks up 12 yards on that sprint with Marty Carter and William Frizzell to bring him down.
You have to take advantage of your opportunities. Mark Green getting a chance today because of Anderson being held out of this ball game and has made the most of it.
Johnny Bailey is in the lineup now along with Darren Lewis. He lost his punt returning job, but there he is. Number 22 on 1st and 10. And he gets the call on first down and gets good yardage up the middle. Good speed by Johnny Bailey and a 12-yard gain as we get down to 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
One of the pleasant surprises in the last couple of weeks, Keith Jennings. When James Thornton went down, of course, Cap Bozo out early in the year, they had to go and find an extra tight end. Jennings had been in Denver's training camp, and Dan Reeves recommended him to Mike Ditka. Mike brought him in, and Mike said, "Hey, we have been surprised, pleasantly surprised, by how well he's played. Not only caught the football, but has done a fine job of blocking as well."
Second down and 8 at the 40-yard line of the Bears. And Johnny Bailey with some speed again gets within a yard or so of first down territory. Making the tackle was Frizzell and Carter again. That's Marty Carter. Third down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Harbaugh's pass, and it's caught. That was complete to Wendell Davis. He has caught more passes than any wide receiver on the Bears since Dick Gordon. And that's 20 years ago. You got to go way back. Davis leading the team now with 55 receptions on the year. Harbaugh looking for a receiver. Has one. Pass is caught by Tom Waddle. And Waddle got free, and a gain of 15 yards and a first down inside the 10. Carl Carter defending.
Every quarterback has a receiver that he looks for after the pocket breaks down a little bit. And Waddle is that guy for Harbaugh. You notice him as he drifts left here. Waddle just continues to work. Looks outside, finds the open space, and there's the football. Excellent play by Waddle, and good job of throwing that football by Harbaugh.
Johnny Bailey, second effort in for the score. First touchdown of the year for Bailey.
Watch Keith Van Horn on this last play and listen. Johnny Bailey, sometimes you get hurt worse by your own players than you do by the opponents.
Peter Tom Willis is the new quarterback. He's out of Florida State, has had to...
Well, he said he had to wait 4 years to get his shot at Florida State.
He is 5 for 7 this season. Stan Thomas replaced Keith Van Horn at right tackle. They give us to Bailey. Good speed for Johnny Bailey. Broderick Thomas on the tackle after a 9-yard gain.
Chris Dorich had a chance to pick that one up and carry it into the end zone. He's banging his head. He said, I had it in my hands. I had it in my hands. Watch this play develop. Zorich will come from the inside. He's going to end up with his hands on this football. Williams reaches up and knocks it away. And there, dropped right through the waiting arms of Chris Zorich.
Second down and 10 on the 33-yard line of the Buccaneers. Bears looking for their second shutout of the year, and the pass is intercepted by David Tate. Tate still going. Still going. And the fourth turnover of the game. Stinson picked one off, and so did Richard Dent. With 1:45 remaining. You had nothing to do with that.
I had
margin,
nothing to do with that, no.
Second down and 12. A minute to go. Johnny Bailey again. Great cut by Johnny Bailey, and he's going to score, but there's a penalty marker down. And that may nullify this touchdown.
That's a shame, too, because a brilliant cutback move by Johnny Bailey.
Bears win it 27-0. The Lions still get into the playoffs with a win against the Packers, but Chicago wants first place in the division. And they're one step away.